Several weeks ago, I shared with you that it's crucial to understand that we aren't living the life that we're intended to live for one of two reasons. The first reason is because we have an ineffective mindset that needs to change. The second reason is we have a pattern of behavior that's no longer serving us. And over the last few weeks, we've addressed the big four mindsets that hinder us from living the life that we really want to be living. So today we're going to move ahead to discuss how our patterns of behavior entrap us in that smaller and harder existence than the one that we were created for. And I'm going to share some wisdom with you to help you break free from some of the common pitfalls of these behaviors. And similar to our mindsets, we cling to these behavior patterns that we learned early on in life, and those patterns helped us work great for us to help us survive. But at this point, they're not allowing us to thrive. And so we're not living the reality that we want to be living. And so those patterns have got to shift, and we've got to shift them. To create that breakthrough that we desire, we've got to first realize that it is our habits, that what we do daily, consistently, that's what determines our reality, in addition to what we're thinking. We hide behind busyness, and we hide behind fear and powerlessness and distraction. And we hide behind lack of resources and energy and time to continue that same old cycle of doing what's comfortable and familiar. We choose certainty and comfort over growth in our lives. So we stay stuck and we limit our possibilities. It's important that we examine our lives for things that no longer work for us. We need to take an honest look at what needs to change to move us closer to the desires of our hearts. Does your lifestyle consistently exceed your budget? Think about that. Do your impulsive spending habits prevent you from saving for your future? Do you live reactively because you never take time to prioritize and actually schedule how you're going to be spending your time and your energy and being intentional about that? Are you tired of not having enough of time or energy or resources for what's most important to you? Perhaps you continue to live in overwhelm because you fear missing out, or you struggle with saying no, or you haven't clarified what you really want, so you live unclear and confused, and so you just say yes to everything, and then you feel overwhelmed. Do you keep saying that you'll go to bed earlier, but you continue to eat late, check out in front of the TV, or scroll through social media, and again, it's 11, 12, 1 o'clock before you realize it? Maybe you say you're going to eat healthier, but you fail to plan your meals, and you just continue to grab fast food and make poor choices. Because until we are intentional about planning it and doing it, we're going to choose reactively. Do you crave a deeper connection with your spouse, but you offer everybody else the best of you so that he or she only gets your leftovers? Here's another one. Do you drink that third or fourth glass of alcohol at night, convincing yourself that it's the only thing that helps you relax? I know that feels true, but it doesn't have to be. Let's face the truth. Our bad habits are simply patterns of behavior that we use to cope with being uncomfortable. And though they do offer us relief and instant gratification in some ways, they keep us stuck in a place that we really don't want to be. And to change our behavioral patterns and transform our lives, we've got to become aware of what we're doing and why we're really doing it. Stop living reactively and start living intentionally. And then we've got to interrupt and replace those patterns with more effective patterns that will offer us more of what we're truly craving. And stop settling for counterfeit for what we really want. We need to take an honest look at how we live and ask ourselves what needs to change to move us closer to the desires of our heart and the life that God intended. Think about your familiar and automatic daily routines and practices. Where are they leading you? Take an honest look at why you do what you do every day. Why are you spending your time and energy the way you are? How do you want to spend it differently? Are you being intentional about your choices? Or are you living reactively and powerlessly in your own life? If so, It's time to take back your life by making intentional choices about how you spend your time and your energy and your resources. Many of us live every day at our current capacity, and we don't realize that to carry the more that is available to us, to have the more that is available to us, because there is more, but we don't realize that to carry that more, we have to expand our capacity to carry it. And living the life you dream of living may require you to make significant adjustments in your behavior patterns. In what areas are you seeing those gaps in your life? Do you need to work on the way that you view, value, and manage money? Maybe you need to take responsibility for your health by moderating your eating and exercise habits. And maybe you need accountability with that and support. Maybe it's too hard to do on your own. Do you need to work on connecting deeper in your relationships and in your spiritual life? That changes everything. Do you need to firm up your boundaries and balance how you spend your time and your energy? How about your need to restructure how you manage your business? How about what you're doing in your business and what you're expecting of yourself and what you're tolerating that you're not really okay with? And to stop tolerating things that you're not okay with that no longer serving you or that are no longer serving you, we have to recognize what it is that we are okay with and what we're not okay with and what we really want. And we have to stop long enough to do that and really take an honest, hard look. Or maybe you need to learn how to break free from tying your self-effort and self-sacrifice to your worth and your success. Is it time for you to do your inner work and develop yourself personally and professionally so that you can make the necessary changes to level up your life and your career and your business? In almost 2 decades of professional counseling and coaching, I've watched similar behavior patterns enslave so many in the bondage of the same old stuck small existence. And we've got to awaken to how we're being imprisoned by these same behavior patterns and robbed of the life that God intended for us. And it's crucial that we understand that those habits that may have worked for us for a long time won't take us from surviving to thriving. They just won't, no matter how much we want them to. So what adjustments do you need to make to move you closer to where you want to be? What do you need to do less of to lighten your load and give you more margin? Maybe it's just that you need to take a step back in order to get clarity about what you want. But you got to let something go. What habits would make the most impact in your life if you changed them? What habit, if you changed it, would change the trajectory of your life? Now, what do you need to do to make that happen? How do you schedule that in your day? And what gets in the way, and how will you overcome that obstacle? Decide today that you're committed to take action and move closer to your goals. And remember that things aren't going to transform overnight. Big dreams are achieved with small, daily focused steps over time. We don't have to have all the answers today about how it's going to happen or do it all at once, and that's okay. We simply have to just start somewhere. Some days it's doing one thing to move you closer to what you really want. Other days you may take larger steps and see greater progress, but it's progress over time. Stay focused on what you want to create, and then be intentionally focused on how to spend your time, your energy, and your resources every moment of every day. And ask yourself, am I spending the ways that I'm spending my time, my energy, and my resources, are they getting me closer to where I really want to be? And if not, what do I need to adjust? What do I need to shift? Then commit to doing something different. Move through that resistance and make the shift. Take inspired, intentional action daily to move you in the direction of your dreams.